Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Just wanted to do a quick run around today of how I operate and what is, the handyman business. If you've got good hands, if you enjoy fixing things, if you've got a curious nature and you're just fed up with the 9 to 5 at work, you want to be your own boss and opportunity to make more money. If you have good hands and a critical thinking mind, this is something that you can do, okay? You don't have to spend a whole lot of money like some people want you to believe. You can get started fairly simple. So I'm just gonna take a quick walk around and just show you kind of what I keep. See up here, I have just basic stuff. Outdoor light, vent fan, doorbell, different size recessed lights, a couple of wax rings for toilets, which I'm down to one, so I need to buy another one. Strapping tape. I buy my screws in the big boxes because they're cheaper that way, and then I metal them out and put them in my little divided tin. A faucet, I always keep one on hand. You can change the cartridges, but sometimes they still leak by, so just keep a faucet on hand. Dryer vent kind of equipment. Over here, keep a couple of pieces of PEX and a piece of 1/2-inch PVC at all times. This is my spare washer and dryer. We could sell them, but I'm just gonna keep them. You never know when you're gonna need them. Dryer vent cleaning tools. I do, a couple of those a month. Door weather stripping. It's kind of hanging out. I usually have it tucked back there. Keep some smoke alarms. I use the 2-in-1s, smoke and carbon monoxide. Some backer rod. Snappy trap. I don't really care for it, but when you get into some of these rental properties I work on, the plumbing has been just pieced together the best they could, and sometimes it's just your best option. I don't like using it, but like I said, sometimes it's your best option. I got a couple of bottle jacks. I have leveled the floor too. Keep some drywall mud. If you're like me and you're gonna work by yourself, a hand truck, one of these that'll fold down into a 4-wheel cart, thing works awesome, okay? Works awesome. You're gonna need a few pieces of wood. You never know what you're gonna go into from week to week, so I keep a variety of different sizes of wood to replace wood rot, build small little structures, things like that. A couple of pieces of sheetrock for patching holes, obviously. And then we got, I always keep a bucket of white paint. Pretty common stuff, white paint goes a long way a lot of places. Access panels. I usually have a couple of these on hand. This one's 14 by 14. Where they're really handy is when you come into a place where a plumber has been ahead of you and they cut a hole in the wall to get to a shower valve or something like that. It's so much easier to put this access panel in than it is to go through the whole sheetrock patching thing. And then of course, keep you some 2x4s, some long lumber, a couple of blocks. Again, I do some floor level ones, so I keep the blocks around. So now, here's the thing. Everybody spends a lot of money on their vehicle, and it's just not necessary, okay? This is a 2020 Chevy Equinox, okay? And I'm gonna show you how I get around and how I maintain some sense of structure inside the vehicle. So you can see I have the seats folded down. The middle seats are folded down. But you can see in this Equinox, I have everything that I need to go about my business daily. I have a 6-foot ladder, fits nicely in the back here. That's about all the ladder you can put in the back of the 2020 Equinox. Very rarely do I need to get any higher than that. Keep a shop vac on hand. It's great for when you're doing toilet work, changing a fill valve or something like that. I also use it for clogs. It's real good for getting stuff out of the main line or up under the sink drain, something like that. I have a bucket with little patching stuff, different kinds of spackling and sanding blocks, things of that nature. I have an electrical bucket. I keep 2 to 3 outlets, just face plates, things like that. Roll of SO cord. you know, just in general electrical bucket. Then I have a plumbing bucket that I keep all my shark bite fittings in, my larger cutters, my larger channel locks. I always keep toilet fill lines and faucet fill lines. I always have those with you, because even though you think you can just tighten them up and stop a leak, a lot of times they're worn on the inside and don't want to participate with you. Down here I keep my water key, and I've got a little machinist vise that I use when I need a little hand holding something. I can take it out and set it up anywhere. Over here is my handheld bags of stuff that I may need, but not likely every day. Just things like picks, wood chisel assortment, larger pliers, you know, my square and rules and stuff like that's down in there. Gloves and knee pads. I am 51 years old. I do not enjoy crawling around on my knees. Invest in some knee pads. You can deal with the jokes, but you can't deal with the pain. Keep a box in here. I've got, you know, I use a lot of Craftsman and DeWalt stuff. I have good luck with them. That Craftsman circular saw, I've had it for several years now. It's been good. It runs all day, no problem. Impact driver, drill, sawzall. Just basic stuff, you know, just basic stuff. Hand clamps, little things like this. You have a door separate, you needed to re-glue it. You know, these clamps are great for that. I have a small 2.5 gallon bucket that I use. You saw me use it on the sink clog video. It's where I carry my medium-sized snake and these little plastic snakes. I'm telling you, they're worth the $1 or whatever they cost. I think 2 of them come together for like $1.99. And they're great. I love them for what they do. My primary is my Milwaukee backpack here. It's easy to deal with. You know, you just pick it up, throw it over your shoulder and go. And the way I have it set up, I have my small screwdrivers up here, you know, for like thermostats and things like that. Probably should have had this open before I started. I keep contractor bags. You can also use them for drop cloths. Put them in there. Keep a nice paintbrush tucked away in here. Buy you a good Purdy or some nice paintbrush and keep it clean. It's a lot cheaper in the long run than buying 4 or 5 paintbrushes, because you let the paint dry up in them. On the side, I have one of the painter multi-tools. Things handy. A handheld flashlight, and I keep a little small torpedo level in there. And on the other side right now, I just got a tick tracer. Tick tracer just tells me the presence possible voltage. I do not use it to verify live circuits. So we'll open the front of the bag, and you'll see in here, I have everything that I need in this bag for most jobs. Large common screwdriver, small common screwdriver, number 2 Phillips, number 1 Phillips, 2 pairs of channel locks. I've got a wood chisel in here. This one's a 1/2 inch, a small ball peen hammer, a little pry bar, 2 sets of Allen wrenches, metric and standard, a pair of wire strippers. And look, when you're buying tools, if you just need to get tools to get by Harbor Freight's okay, all right? But if you're buying tools to keep and for the duration of your life, go ahead and step up and buy some good stuff, okay? I like Klein in Milwaukee. Been in the maintenance business for, like I said, for 30 years, and I just rather spend the money once, you know, so. Allen wrenches, wire strippers, dikes, larger tape measure. This one's a 16-footer. I carry a 6-foot tape in my pocket every day, a little small 6-foot tape. Got a pair of vice grips and 2 adjustable wrenches. In the zip pouch here is where I keep my thread sealing tape, a roll of electrical tape. I got some quick steel putty there, a little razor knife. Everything fits in there pretty nice. So zip that up. And then the back here, Carry a little meter. Now, if you're not an electrician and you're not familiar with electrical work, don't go fooling around with electrical work. Do not go fooling around with electrical work if you do not absolutely know what you're doing. And if you're not licensed, you're asking for trouble, okay? You do electrical work, buy good materials, buy fluke. Nothing else gets in my hand. And in the front part of that, I've got a little 1/4-inch drive, or in the back part, I got a little 1/4-inch drive set. This is from Northern Tool. It's called Clutch, the brand name. Pretty good quality stuff. Not gonna break the bank. So that's the bug out bag, as I call it. And anything extra I might need, you know, it's this front panel being the way it's made, you can adjust this thing on out pretty wide to carry, you know, a good bit of stuff. It's a good bag. I like it. I just tell you, you know, that bag with all the tools in it, you know, there's probably $800 there. But like I said before, you can go to Harbor Freight and get you some tools to get started for way, way less than that, okay? I'm fortunate enough to have had a lot of these tools before I got started. So we'll come around to the side here. And I've got this snap bin here, or snap lid bin. Keep gloves, okay? Always keep some gloves. I do buy these gloves at Harbor Freight, the 5mm thickness. They're not too thick, they're pretty durable. Keep your hands clean when you're working on toilets and things of that nature. So we'll give her a snap here. And inside the bag, or the bin, we have hollow wall anchors, just, you know, hard items, things like that. Big roll of Gorilla Tape, spray foam, some roll pins, carry some light bulbs with me, door shims, toilet flappers. Now, listen, there's an airplane going over, I apologize. Toilet flappers are big business, I'm just telling you. Buy them in the 3-packs. If you can buy them in more than 3, buy them in bulk. Keep a spare toilet lever. You'd be surprised how many of these things get broken. When you buy your fill valves, same thing, buy them in bulk. So I buy the 3-pack. It's pretty good for me. You have this is my screw and nail bin. You see I've got every kind of fastener that I've come across that I may need. I have them in this bin. Okay, it's easy just to grab it and go. Some larger stuff on bottom I'm not gonna get to. Primarily I'm just doing this just to show you that it doesn't take a lot to get in this business, okay? Doesn't take a lot. Put that back in there. Another thing, one of these poles that you can reach, you know, highlights with. It's got a suction cup and it's got a little spider claw thing on the end of it where you can reach up, you know, up to like a 20-foot ceiling. You can get light bulbs and stuff chained out. So come around on this side, have some extension cords down there in the floorboard, and I have a box of rags and a tub of hand wipes, and I always keep some hand sanitizer in your vehicle. Just keep some hand sanitizer in your vehicle. It's not everybody's as clean as you, and not everybody is as concerned about your health as you are, right? So keep some hand sanitizer with you. So that's about it, you know. Small business on a budget, 2020 Equinox. Got everything we need in here. These buckets are just a couple of dollars a piece, I think, at Lowe's. Get a bucket for each trade. You know, your plumbing bucket, your electrical bucket, your paint and drywall bucket. And when you go on a job, you grab your bug out bag and grab the bucket that you need that has the parts you need for the job, and you go, you know. It's not rocket science, but you know, you got to do good quality work to survive, okay? So being organized is very important, so you're not fumbling around looking like you're unprofessional in front of your customers, okay? The buckets is the best system I have come up with for what I'm doing, your situation may vary, okay? It's not the gospel of John here. Make things work for you. This is just a mid-size SUV. It gets about 32 miles to the gallon. You know, your F-250, F-350, big Chevrolet Silverados and all that, they're not gonna be very friendly to you at the gas pump in this business, okay? Because we do a lot of driving. So something like this that gets good gas mileage, that you can get everything that you need in, you're not trying to impress anybody, okay? You're just out here trying to make a dollar. And this is the easiest route to it that I have found. Anyway, guys, appreciate you stopping in again. Hope you all have a blessed day, and we'll see you on the next one.